Alright, so welcome to the Unplanned Creative. As per the name, I'm not really sure what this is going to be, but it's going to be very drone-based creativity today. I already filmed an unboxing of the new DJI Mavic Air 2 today that I'm going to be editing and putting up on my tech channel sometime. But right now, I'm actually headed up to northern Vermont for a drone job. Now, this is something I do a good amount of the time through this app and company called DroneBase. They're kind of like the Uber of drone jobs and stuff like that. Basically what they do is they hook you up if you're an FAA pilot with someone out there who needs some sort of drone job. Now this can be anything from, real estate photos to photos of a property for insurance companies, that need to see, all right, make sure there's any damage and stuff like that. Or in the case of this one, it's really cool. It's actually a mapping thing and getting aerial photos via this app called DroneDeploy, so that this quarry that I'm going to can, map the progress of, over the years, how much stone they're taking out through aerial photos. Now, also, after that, I am going to be heading up a little further north to do some filming with the Mavic Air 2, because the other thing, and the other way I like to make money with drones is by doing stock footage, filming shots of like different cities, of maybe different waterfalls, stuff like that, things that I think could sell potentially and have some commercial interest. And maybe I'll use it for my own personal stuff too on my YouTube channel, but then eventually it's most likely going to end up on some stock footage site, because rather than just sitting on my hard drive, I figure why not upload it to a place like ShutterStock or Getty Images or Adobe Stock and at least make a little money potentially from that, and once it's uploaded, it's there for the lifetime of that service. So yeah, that's the two things I'm doing today with drones. So let's just come along and have some creativity, I guess. Sounds a little planned out maybe, but trust me, it's not. Wow, that is huge. So just finished up the DroneBase job a little while ago. Wasn't able to actually really film much there because the person that was there for my contact let me into the quarry. I just didn't want to, have to say, oh, can I film you while I'm doing this job and stuff. But it was a really cool place. I was able to get some shots that I wanted to get, also as well as sending out my drone, letting it do the mapping that it was supposed to do for them. And yeah, overall, it only took me like maybe 45 minutes or so. The interesting thing is I did learn from him how much his company was paying DroneBase. They paid him about $400. To put that in perspective, I'm getting about 115. So you can see DroneBase definitely taking slightly over 70%. That's the main reason why it's really not sustainable to work for them if you're a drone pilot. It's a way to kind of support yourself in between jobs and whatever you're doing creatively or for work. But, long term, probably not the best way to make a living as a drone pilot. If you want to do that work, it's best to just start your own company or, go out on your own, make your own website, go to the clients yourself rather than going through a third party. But, if you just want to do it for fun and slightly pay back for your drone, it's a good way to do it. Note, you do have to be FAA certified, so go study up for that FAA Part 107. Now, I just did a flight with my new Mavic Air 2. I got some great shots. I really do like this drone so far. I definitely think I'm gonna have to see what it looks like once I get back to a computer, see what the footage really looks like, the smart photos and stuff like that. But it flies really well in the air, and that's pretty much something you can always be guaranteed with DJI's newest drone. Even their Mavic Mini that they released this past November, that was like $400, flew pretty much as close to as good as the Mavic 2 Pro, which is like 4 times the price. Granted, there's some, yes, not as long range, not as long battery, but their drones are always getting better. It just then depends how good of a camera they're putting in it for the price range. Now I'm about to head up to a waterfall because TLC might say don't go chasing waterfalls, but for me, personally, my creativity gets really flowing when I go to waterfalls, like the water. So I finally have arrived here at the gorge. It's kind of closed because part of the road actually has caved away. You can see behind me there. But it really is quite spectacular. It's very dangerous. I'm glad that I have a drone to get photos and I don't have to get close myself, because even if I crash my drone, that's, you know, all right, $1,000 down the drain. Yeah, that's bad, but a lot better than breaking a limb or losing your life here. So always a word of the wise with photographers. Never do anything too risky. You know, you see photos all the time of people dangling off buildings. I don't think that it's ever worth it, but hey, you know, to each their own. I would just say manage your risk right so that you can keep creating stuff and it doesn't end in a spectacular fall off the edge of a cliff into a gorge. So let's get the drone up in the air and get some shots. Alright, so I am now sitting in my car right on the edge of Lake Champlain, waiting for my drone to charge for one, and also waiting for the sun to get right down to the edge of the horizon. And I just wanted to, you know, wrap up this whole creativity drone-filled day by kind of bringing a couple messages. You know, I have been flying for over 7-8 years, and really the best way I can find to get good shots is to actually really plan stuff out. Unfortunately, you know, this was kind of fun today. It was a little bit sporadic, kind of, oh, go here, go there. But overall, with drone shots, or really anything, you'll find if you can plan it out, you'll tend to get better creative stuff, because the work you do in advance, the planning and stuff, leaves room to then, once you get on set, once you get to that location and have everything planned out, then you have more room for creativity, rather than just being like, oh God, I have to figure out how to get a clear view of this, or oh no, the wind's faster than I thought. You know, if you know what to expect once you get to the moment, you're actually able to be more creative in that moment. So that's really my overall message. As for which way is the best way to make money using your drone, I would say it's really whatever works for you. You know, there's the Uber kind of DroneBase route. There's the selling your own stock footage online. There's the, you know, doing your own business, whether it's real estate, surveying, or selling your own aerial photos as art. And then finally, there's the, you know, the filmmaking YouTube route, which I kind of do a good amount of the time. It's a little bit of both for me as well, but to each their own. The sun's getting close to the horizon, so before it sets, let's get that drone there one last time for some beautiful sunset photos and video. Peace out, guys.